Korea's gross national income climbed at its slowest pace in 18 months in the third quarter, despite the economy's fastest expansion in nearly 2 years over the same period. So, with these mixed signals, can we still assume the Korean economy is on the recovery track? Hwang Ji-hye reports.
Korea's gross national income, which is a gauge of the population's purchasing power, rose a mere 0.2% in the third quarter from a quarter earlier, the slowest pace of expansion in 18 months. This slower growth comes despite the nation's economy expanding at its fastest pace in nearly 2 years, growing 3.3% in the July to September period from a year earlier. The Bank of Korea partly blames the low income growth on the so-called base effect stemming from the recent gain in Korea's gross national income that has been speeding up over the last 2 quarters. The central bank added that the Korean economy is showing signs of recovery, but at a feeble pace.
Overall, third quarter growth comes from domestic demand, especially from the rise in investments in construction and private spending.
The Korean economy also expanded 1.1% in the third quarter from a quarter earlier when it gained at the same pace. The economy's quarter-on-quarter growth remained below 1% for more than 2 years until early this year. Adding on to that cautious optimism, global investment banks say they expect the Korean economy to grow at a faster pace next year compared to this year. Bloomberg data shows forecasts from 17 major financial institutions points to Korea's GDP growing over 3.5% next year from the 2.7% estimated for 2013. The forecast is in line with an overall rosy outlook for the United States and Europe. Hwang Ji-hye, Arirang News.